Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm living in Australia since 2019 and I have migrated here from India. Although I have got my first driving license in 2006 and have already driven car for around 8 years in India, still I have got $983 as fine in Australia. I have done a lot of mistakes here in driving the car and I'm creating this video so that anyone who is planning to come to Melbourne or Australia and planning to drive car here, they can learn from my mistakes and you don't have to face the same challenges. So let's start the video. This is my current situation. Very clearly you can see I have got 5 demerit points. Still I can drive the car in Australia because the maximum points after which the license gets suspended is 12 points in any 3-year period. So still I'm in safe zone, but I have to be need to be more cautious. So these are some of the road rules which are not official ones, but I have learned through my experience. Let's go through them one by one. The first one. So if you have started for work late from your home, that means you're already late. Now you can't recover that time on road. So better luck next time and you need to drive carefully. Number two, there are many slopey roads across Australia. Now, when you're driving on a slopey or steep road, you need to control your speed by constantly applying brakes because there could be a mobile camera waiting for you immediately after the slopey road. So just be mindful of that. Number three, this is a very common scenario. Suppose you are waiting on a signal for a minute or two and suddenly the signal turns green. The car in the next lane, which was already in motion, will be ahead of you naturally. Now, no need to catch up with that car speed. Number four, suppose you're driving in correct speed and lane, but still getting overtaken by another car. Don't worry, it's not a secret race. Just be calm and drive at your pace. Remember, safe driving is more important. Number five, always keep in mind that you are not required to demonstrate your pickup speed while you are in driving. A Tesla could potentially have more pickup than any other car, and that's true. Number six, if you had a bad day at work or you are not in a good mood, definitely speeding won't solve your problem. So just keep calm and drive carefully. Now, in this video, I'm going to cover some of the most popular traffic cameras in Australia and how you can go around it and you try to drive carefully. So the first one is the fixed road safety camera. This you can mostly find in near the red signals. These are very much visible to anyone driving because they are big in shape and size. So you can see these three images. These are a kind of a variety of cameras. So they are, I think, very old cameras here in Australia. And on this image, you can see this camera. They are installed on the the highways and freeways. This sometimes can be tricky because you are not able to see where they are located. The best thing is that you can easily identify this camera. Wherever you see this camera, before that, you will see this safety notice board displayed at all of the camera. So that says the road safety cameras operate in this area or red light speed camera ahead. Also, towards the end of this video, I'm going to share you about an app which if you can use, you will be 100% avoiding these cameras and you will be not being caught up with these ones. The next one, which are more tricky, are mobile speed cameras. They are located in the back portion. You can see they are located here, and these cars sometimes they might have this sticker saying mobile speed camera. Sometimes they could be like just a general normal car, and you will not be able to know if this is a mobile speed camera car unless you can come closer to the car and see this camera actually located here. So normally these cameras, they are very placed strategically in an area where the likelihood of drivers doing overspeeding is more. As per my experience, I have seen these cameras are positioned around some other kind of fixed cameras because it's a human tendency that if you when you cross a fixed camera, then you will feel the next camera would come in several kilometers, and that's where we'll accelerate a bit and then try to get caught up with this mobile camera. So just be careful with that. And also earlier I used to think that these cameras will not be active in the night, but that's not true because I have seen these cameras working at night, like 11 p.m. or midnight, 12 a.m. So very much you can just consider that we need to be vigilant at all the times. And also what I have seen, these cameras are mostly located in places where the roads are much wider, but still the designated speed for that area is less. For example, if a road is very wide, but still the speed for that area is 50 kilometer per hour, and that's where we might feel that we can speed up, and that's where we be caught up with these ones. So uh, let's see the next one. Mobile phone and seatbelt detection camera. This is particularly very new in Australia because they are still in trial phase, and I think this has launched in Melbourne in around 2 months back. So these cameras, whenever how you can find these ones, because you can see these solar panels or these generators, and it looks exactly like this black rectangle box. So these cameras, they have been designed to detect people who are not wearing seat belt, and secondly, if they are using any mobile phone while driving. These are very sensitive cameras, and even if they are hidden somewhere, like in dark or somewhere, they can still very much capture you very clearly. And I can going to show you the real images. All right, so these are the real images captured through this camera. You can see very clearly these people are using phone, and even they are not wearing seat belt, they can be caught very easily. And be just mindful, this kind of offense is having a huge penalty, somewhere around $550. We will see that in the later video, part of the video. Another kind of camera is called hidden speed mobile speed cameras. This kind of camera, you will never be able to know where they are located, because if you can see the device, it's very small, and the police personnel, they keep this camera in their hand while they are sitting in the car, and they can catch you from any direction. Like, you will never be able to know where these cameras are located. In my personal experience, I was once when driving on a highway, and the police car was located in the opposite direction, and I was caught doing overspeeding. Loading zone cameras. Now this is it's not a camera, but I would say there's a marking in across Australia which says loading zone. It's marked with yellow dotted lines, and wherever you see this dotted lines, if you want to park their car there, you need to first look at the notice board. So if it says loading zone between 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, that means you're not supposed to park in this area during this time. And if even if you park it, it's like no one is no not everyone who is parking in loading zone will get the fine, but it's very random. So the traffic inspector might catch you on a sample basis, and you'll get the fine. So better, whenever you see these kind of lines, try not to park in these places. It's very tricky. You would not be mindful of the time, and then the mistake could happen. Better is not to park in these zones. So in this, I've got three tables where we can see what kind of penalties are there for these overspeeding. So you can see clearly these are for Victoria, and depending on the speed, the exceeded speed, you get the fine. So I've got three tickets, and uh, three tickets total for the overspeeding, and one ticket for parking the car in loading zone. Red light camera offense, very clearly you can see $481 and three demerit points. Now there is another thing which is called, sorry, unregistered vehicle offense. You can see if your registration has expired for the car and you have not renewed it, and you're still driving the car, you can still be caught, and the penalty is huge, $962 in one go. It's too much. So try to get your registration paid before the due date. That would be better. So as I mentioned, these new camera of mobile phone and seatbelt detection, they have got four demerit points and $577. and not wearing seatbelt, it's 3 demerit points with $385. It's too huge. I don't want you guys to pay this fine because you know we are having higher inflation everywhere. Just don't waste money in paying these fines. It will be very much silly once you get a ticket. So better just note down these points when you're driving. The last table shows the penalty amount for when you are parked in a loading zone. So if you see this particular stopped in a loading zone for longer than 30 minutes, 721. That's the fine I've already received for $185. So these fines are normally given by the respective councils where you have parked the car wrongly. So don't take it lightly that even someday I park my car in the wrong place, I'm not getting any ticket. You might get sometime in future because it's not like not everyone will be getting these fines, but on a sample basis, traffic inspector can catch you. So better not to do that mistake. Now I was talking about this app, which I think is the best app. It's called Waze. Uh, they had got a lot of attractive features. The best part is that wherever you are in Australia, even in the highway, internal road, and whatever kind of road, it will always tell you the designated speed of that particular road. So, for example, if you see, if the speed is 100 and you are on 122, it will show you with a red, with this red marking, and it will give you a sound notification as well. So, as soon as you'll get this notification, you will just slow down. That's it. And also, wherever the police, the mobile cameras, police, they are there, people just tag there. So it's not some, the app is knowing how, where the police van or police car is there. It's like other users who have got this app, and if they see the camera is there, they'll just notify in the app so that other users can also get this information popped up. And that way this app is very good and it has got a lot of features. uh, uh, as far as driving is concerned, these two features are very important. First thing, it knows the speed of each and every road. Second thing, it knows the location of the mobile cameras where they are hidden. Sometimes they are hidden. So better, even if you know the where you're traveling, it's better to open the app and keep it working all the time, so that even if you are not driving so cautiously, still you can get a notification and you can get alerted. Thanks for watching the video. If you find your content is useful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel because I'm going to make more such videos in the coming days. Thanks.